All right, I'm Jefferson Kendall. This is my son Jackson Kendall. We're here to do a self-defense first lesson video. A little bit about myself. I've been doing the martial arts and combat sports since I was 4 years old. Was a professional fighter for 10 years. All right, every class I start with balancing because balance is so important. If you don't have good balance, you can get taken off your feet, you can't hit as hard. So first thing you do is you put one foot forward, bend that leg that's supporting you, palms to the ceiling, bend that leg, lift that front foot, and then close your eyes. By closing your eyes, you lose the horizon and it forces you to use all your smaller muscle groups. So you do the same thing on the other side, and then the next position is back. And again, this time the palms are to the floor, you lift that back foot, keep this leg bent. I'm tired today because I worked really hard on this leg. And then palms down, and then close your eyes. And then the last position is to the side. Palm up, palm down, lift the foot, close your eyes. In a confrontation, you don't want to stand with your shoulders square to the person because you're a much bigger target. You want to turn your shoulders, you want to have bone towards the person, and you want to be able to protect yourself and your face, your vital organs, all that stuff. And also we want to have a good base. So easy way to do that is just put your feet together and then you turn one foot to a 90, rotate on the ball of your foot, go 90 one more time, and then you rotate. Then you bend your knees. You are now in fighting stance. Keeping your hands up, and when you move, you never let your feet get closer together. You're always moving as if there was an imaginary beam between your feet. So as you move back and forth, your feet always stay the same distance apart. And the reason why is as soon as your heels start getting into a line, all your base is gone, right? And if you get too wide, you can't move. It takes you a long time to go anywhere. Okay, so someone grabs your wrist. So what you want to do is you want to step back into your fighting stance, and you want to step back with the foot that's opposite the arm that's being grabbed. The reason why is if I step back with this foot, pull my arm, right? I fall over. If I'm here, pull my arm, right? So then the next thing you want to do is my elbow is going to go towards his elbow, right? So hold on as hard as you want. Do it again. They can't hold on. It's the mechanics of it is as I go slowly, I'll just go slow. As I go slowly towards his wrist, if he held on, it would break all through here. All right? So another wrist grab, easy thing to do, you can just keep your shoulders square to the person, right? All I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck my elbow to my side, and I'm going to bring my thumb to my ear. And the reason why this works so well is, see, all his fingers, if I pull, I'm fighting against all his fingers, right? If I go straight up, I'm only going against the one thumb. So this is called a dragon whip, and you'll see why in a moment. So someone throws a straight punch at you. So what I'm going to do is on the same side, right, same, I'm going to block here, I'm going to step in closer, and here's my whip. Across the face, crush the knee. Then I have my escape. So I'll do that again. He throws a punch at me. The keys to this is if I try to throw this arm, it's going to be too late, right? I'm going to get hit. I kind of step away. I tip my head away to help too, because this punch is coming fast, right? So you've got to turn, right? And as I take my step, I turn my shoulders, I'm going to push off the floor, right? This is where all my power comes from. My hips are turned, and I snap my hips, and I push off the floor, and wham! I take their head off. That's the dragon whip. Now let's say this person's really tall. Then you would do the tiger crouch. Go ahead, throw a punch. Punch is coming in. Almost the same moves. I'm going to push his hand this time more up and away, and I lower my stance, right? I bring my elbow up parallel to the ground. Boom! Right into the ribs, right? Shift my weight, break the knee. So the keys to this one is, go ahead and throw your punch again. Punch is coming in. My elbow has to stay level, parallel to the floor. If you drop it down here, it just folds into your body when you hit. You want to keep it level with the floor. Again, my hips are turned. I'm cranking on my waist and I'm shoving off the floor and I'm throwing my whole body weight into this nice bone right here. Boom! Into the small ribs. It usually crushes their ribs, punctures the lung, break the leg, run away. So the next one we're going to do is a shoulder grab. So someone grabs my shoulder, right, and I don't like it, or they're being threatening. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reach across my body. I'm going to get the small by their pinky in the fat part of their hand. I'm going to grab that. I put my hand under their elbow and I just turn, right? So again, the keys to this one is don't try to reach with this hand because what good is it, right? You got no strength, there's nothing going on there. You want to just reach across, and then also this actually acts as a guard for you, right? In case they try to hit you with the other hand, right? This arm is up, right? You can protect yourself with it. Grab their hand, put your hand under their elbow. You don't want to be up in the shoulder, you want to be at the joint, right? And then you just turn the hand over, and you got them right here. So the next one I want to do is someone puts their hand on your chest. So they're going to try and push you away, or they're, like that. Grab their fingers, make a wish. So let's say they grab your shirt, right? So now you can't make a wish anymore, right? Because their fingers are all closed. You press their palm into your chest, and again, you put your hand under their elbow, you turn your body, and then you can break their arm. So now we're working our way across the chest. So now someone grabs you on this side. What you do is you grab into their thumb area, and you turn, and then here you grab palm up under the elbow, and then you lift. And it breaks all through here. One of the wrist grabs that happens a lot, people go, oh, don't hurt me. And then they grab your hands, right? So then you reach over, grab onto the meaty part of their hand by their pinky, turn, and then you put your elbow on top of their arm, and then down. And then breaks all along the forearm. Another thing you can do that people do is they grab your hands like this, right? So your hands are here. So what you can do is you turn your palms up and then you step in and you go right for the eyes. Another one I like to do, someone grabs your hands. What you're going to do is you're just going to turn to the side and then push your hands forward. So someone puts me in a side headlock, okay? So the one thing you don't want to do is turn towards the arm around your head, right? Because that's just counterproductive. So there's always space by the body. So you turn your head into the body. Then you put your hands through, right? One on top of the arm, one on the outside of the arm. And all I'm going to do is just step back and pull. And I use my thumbs up the forearm, and then I step here. Grab their shoulder, and if they get feisty, I'll just kick out their knee and they'll break their arm as they fall. So let's just say that this guy is a gorilla, right? And I do my move, I step back and I can't get away. I can turn in and bite him, right? But let's say he has a big leather coat on. I can reach up, get into the eyes, right? They're going to let go because it really hurts to get poked in the eye. Again, you just never let go. Once this arm is yours, never let go. So the other type of headlock is this way. So again, you don't turn this way because that's just stupid. You want to put your hands, again, one on the inside, one on the outside. This time what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this foot and I'm stepping that way. I'm going to push my body through this hole. So when I step, right, hanging on to the arm, I come in behind, got him again. And it's important to grab the opposite shoulder because if I don't, he can start swinging at me and hitting me. But if I have his shoulder, I can just control him. Another thing I like to teach is a helmet guard. So a helmet guard is basically you just brushing your hair, right? Brushing your hair, right? And that way, when they try to punch you, they're hitting into bone, right? And you've got your whole head protected. And then all you have to do, change levels and hit them in the store if you want, right? Or, again, he's punching, right? Pop to the ear, elbow, because you're in close. Another one I really like is, it's called monkey grip. So your hands are like this, right? So they punch at me, right? And it's just monkey grip. And the idea is I want to get on the inside. So monkey grip, I get inside. Once I'm here, I've got the back of the head. I'm just going to jump up and bring his head to his knee. And from here, what I'd do if we had a mat, I would grab this ankle because all his weight is here, and I would push and pull his foot, and he'd fall. These are focus mitts, and I like to use these in my classes because these simulate fighting closest. The student has the gloves, I have the mitts. I hold the mitt in a certain location, they do a certain punch. As we move, usually we'd move around the floor, but for this demonstration, we're just going to show the 4 basic punches that you'll use in combination as we move around the room. So first one we're going to do is the straight punch. When I hold it in this position, he does a straight punch. I hold it on this side, he does that one. And the reason why I make them go from side to side because I want them to learn to use their hips, right, as they punch. Because the more of your body you use, the stronger your punch. So here, hook, hook, hammer, hammer, right? Uppercut, uppercut. So those are the 4 punch groups that we normally do in the first part of the class. So again, I'll do those again. And then you have to just keep hitting it as long as I hold it there. All right, so that's the idea, but when we do it in class, we're actually moving around the gym. So it simulates fighting. So the tie pad, it can represent either a head or a body part. So one of my favorite things, I like to teach, overkill combinations. So this is overkill. So this is a person's head. Ear pop, eye gouge, elbow, knee, combination, right? Again, the idea is when you hit someone in the ears, you cup your hands, right? Because you want to create that suction on their ears and that pressure, and that pops their eardrums. When they pop somebody's eardrum, take it from me because I've done it, they are totally disoriented. A lot of times they wet themselves, they'll throw up. It's bad. It's so painful. So pop the ears, gouge the eyes, elbow, knee. So again, this can be a head, so hold it towards me like this. Another one of my favorite blows I like to teach a class is the slap. Because a lot of the people think a slap, they come in at a really weird angle, and they're hard to stop. Even when you block them at the elbow, the hand still keeps coming. So the key to a good slap is, again, you want to turn, right? I won't hit as hard as I can, don't worry.
I'm ready.
Okay. So again, you just want to turn your body and slap. Right? You just turn your body and slap. All right? Beautiful, beautiful punch. Another one I really like is the palm strike. So go ahead and hold it up. With the palm strike, what you want to do is, if you divide your hand into quarters, right? If you hit in this one, it just bends. If you hit up here, it bends. If it hits over here, you're just going to snap your pinky. Right down here is what you want to hit with, because it's right in line with all this bone in your arm. And again, it's just like hitting with a 2x4. Just like any other punch, you want to come through just with your hips. And again, you want to hit with that lower part of your hand. And the impact is tremendous. Another one of my favorite blows, because it's unconventional. Actually, I want you to hold it up like that, because I'm going to come down like this. Okay? So a hammer fist is just like it sounds. You're throwing a hammer, right? It's just like you're throwing a hammer, and you hit with this part of your hand right here, because this is where, when you make a tight fist, this tightens all up, and you don't hurt. There's no bone in there that you hurt. You got that nice fleshy part to use, and it comes down with such impact. Usually it breaks bones. So again, and I'm just going to throw it like a hammer, and I just turn my shoulder as I throw it.